Hey, what's up, everybody? JJ, aka the Cigar Mutt, gonna hit you with a little bit of cigar news. I have some notes pulled up because I don't want to mess this up. But it looks like My Father Blue is starting to hit shelves. It's a Honduran cigar. It says it features a lighter Connecticut broadleaf wrapper over Honduran fillers, marking a bold shift in their blending style. Huh. Smart move. Smart move. But I'm really excited to try that. 'Cause I don't know about you guys, but I love My Father's cigars. I do. I do. And you probably do too. Um, Casada drops the Casa Magna Connecticut Petite Corona. So look forward to seeing that. STG moves Odyssey brand from General Cigar to Forge Cigar portfolio effective August 1st. And if you live in Maine, you're probably going to be pissed off. You guys about to get hit with a major cigar tax hike in 2026. Just go ahead and move. Just move. And Ohio court upholds city bans on flavored tobacco and nicotine products. God dang. Just leave us alone. If smoking a stogie is the worst thing you're going to do, let it be. Let the son of a bitch be. The Diamond Crowd Tampa, paying homage to where its factory is, launches next week. That's going to be a bad summer gun. But it's kind of pricey, but Diamond Crown, they're pretty good cigars. But you're looking at a 6x52 Toro at $30 a cigar. So a box of 20, 600 bones, baby. 600 bones. But fly, get out of here, you son bitch. Well, you got the Padron Ruby B exclusive edition. You know what? Two Guys Smoke Shop, their 40th anniversary. Dave has a beautiful mind. David Garofalo is an absolute, he's somebody I look up to very much. We had him on the podcast, and the knowledge this man possesses, when he speaks, you listen. When David Garofalo speaks, you just sit and listen and soak up every word the man has to say. Let's see here. Each box is $1,600. 40 cigars at $40. It's a Padron. I think that's all that needs to be said. It's a Padron. Let's see here. Saint DuPont, the new Superman collections, heads to stores. Oh my God. And of course, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But God, beep. $1,900 for a lighter. My wife would waffle stomp my neck in golf shoes if I spent $2,000 on a lighter, which I wouldn't spend $2,000 on a lighter. No. Spend your money on a quality cutter. You can light your damn cigar with just about anything. Spend your money on a cutter. I have lighters out of the wazooga in all shapes, sizes, single, double, triple, quad. A Bic. I use this Bic. I call these crack lighters. But I use this a lot of the time with my pipe or my actual pipe lighter. I'll even use it to light my damn cigars. I'll use a match. I'll use a damn cutting torch out in the shop before I spend $2,000 on a lighter. But it's beautiful, and they sell them for a reason because people buy them. It is what it is. Maybe I can look more in here into what I was talking about in Maine. Oh, God. Let's see here. Oh, the tax rate from 43% of the wholesale price to a whopping 75. So a 32-cent hike. I don't know. I don't know. But there's not saying there's a way around it, but there are things you can do. If you smoke cigars a little higher on the price echelon there, don't be afraid to look below. And here I go on my boutique cigar rant. Buy boutique cigars. They're generally priced, from what I see, in the $8 to $12, and they'll knock your fucking socks off. They're comparable to a lot of your higher end, or whatever people call them, cigars. I have plenty of legacy, but majority boutique, because that's what I love, that's what I believe in. And just try. Just because it's more price effective doesn't mean it's a cheap cigar. It's an inexpensive cigar that'll knock you on your ass. As in terms of, oh my God, what have I been doing this whole time? Buying all this expensive shit. I have expensive cigars. I buy expensive cigars. But my love and what I push the most is boutique brands. You know, we all have our one legacy brand that we love. And that's okay. There's enough cigars out there for everybody. But as an enthusiast, you're only hurting yourself by not trying boutique cigars. Rant over. And, I'm just going to put this out there. A lot of this info is via Half Wheel. If you don't ever go on halfwheel.com, they fucking got everything you could ever think of. Let's see if there's anything else that's... Altadas lowers Omar Ortiz pricing. That's cool. Pure Basosa. My Father Blue talked about that. HVC ships updated Edición Espacial 2015. We talked about that ridiculous lighter. I mean, it's cool, but no way. Casada, I really talked about that. The Tampa, that's kind of cool. The Ruby B. All right, right here. It's a little old. It's, Vector. I have a few Vector lighters, and they're not bad. Again, yes, buy a nice lighter. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, don't buy a fucking lighter that costs probably more than your mortgage. That's ridiculous. Right here, the Vector Drift, $25. To me, that's a nice fucking lighter. I guess all my lighters are in there that I take to events, but, I actually prefer a single jet. One. So I can have more control. Because I'm kind of weird when I light my cigars. I'll just grab a cigar and show you. All right. This beautiful Big Sky Blackfoot. I'm not actually going to light it because this is my road stock. But I'm just going to show you. One of my favorite things to do is I like to ensure with a single torch flame lighter is I like to meld the wrapper to the binder, creating that carbon line first from a distance, rolling, and then I'll move to the inside. That's just the way I do it. We all have our own ways. It's cool. It's fine. Anyways, I believe that some of these moves that some of these companies are making, they're trying to dodge the tariffs as best as they can. But there's a lot of names. There's a lot of names we all know of that can eat that price. They can eat it. I understand some brands are going to have to pass it down to the consumer. I get that. But a lot of these big ass legacy brands can eat that price. They can eat that tariff. But they won't. Quit doing these specialized boxes. For all I give a shit, when I buy, 20 cigars, have it in a nice butcher paper with a nice logo and a nice sticker or a nice ribbon. I'm going to throw it in my damn humidor anyway outside of the box and stack the box up. Or do what Padrona's done for years. If you're a brick and mortar, save the boxes and see if the company can just send you a bundle. Why are people still sending box after box after box? Bundles. Companies, save however many bucks it is per box and just ship them a damn bundle. That's one way you can keep the prices down. To me, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You keep the box I send you, the first order. Keep them boxes. I will send you bundles. Instead of, why am I going to send you? Of course, this box is like 30 years old, but why am I going to send you a brand new box every fucking time? No. Here's a bundle of 20, 25, whatever the box is. It's how you can chip away at that. It's how you can chip away. I'm very passionate about cigars. Like I said, I understand us as consumers, we got to eat some of it. I get it. But some of these bigger brands can do a hell of a lot better with helping their consumer base. But what do I know? But I think that's all the updated news. If this is something you guys like, I'll definitely do more. I kind of liked it. Hopefully you did too. If you think I'm a jackass, by all means, let me know. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for participating in our podcast and showing up and commenting and being active during the giveaways. It means the world to us. And like I said, we love each and every one of you and appreciate you. And I guess what I'm going to say next is, until the next time, we'll see you later.